Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Pass to Pippen. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Bulls making their last shot. 5 to shoot. Here's Cousins. Rejected. Shot clock violation.
Chicago ball.
The Bulls on offense. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Jordi Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Brian, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Anthony misses. Inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. To the middle. Out to Anthony. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Back to Henderson. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Robinson. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps. But they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Pass to Okongwu. From the arc. Drills it from deep.
Stretching it out a bit. Okongwu seldom takes shots from that range.
Murray with it. Henderson picks him up. For 3, Robinson. Gets the 3 to fall.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Henderson. Giving this team some energy. Averaging a little over 10 points a game.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Here's Pippen. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. And it's Murray off the drive. Just 4 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. Brooklyn trailing. Henderson scanning the floor. To the inside. And stolen by Murray. Outside Robinson. Right side Murray. Outside Anunoby. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
And that is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
Here's Henderson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
For 3, Anthony. It's rebounded by Zubats. Chicago leading by 6. On the wing, Murray. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Okongwu. Pass to Anthony. Back to Okongwu. It's the trifecta. Henderson got 6.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him. Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. The drive by Henderson.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Murray's shot is good.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
From outside the arc, Cousins can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Zubac screen to the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Three-pointer, Anthony. Chicago with a rebound. There's 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Murray. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, you might think of Murray as just a scoring point guard, but he's also a great playmaker.
Now here's Henderson. Give him 8. Cousins for 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The drive by Pippen. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming out on the floor for your Knicks, 16, Emmanuel Quickly.
Murray looking around. Pass to Pippen. From behind the arc. Here's Zubac. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Bulls up 9. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Pass to Okongwu. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Okongwu's got 5.
Sometimes Okongwu can finesse his way around you in tight. He's got nice touch around the bucket.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Williamson. Here comes Zion. And he dunks it in. Right on John Collins. Oh, man.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunkers as Zion.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Ryder. For 3, Collins. Christie with some nice D. Nets trail by 5. Williamson into the lane. And he can't jam it through.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, PA. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Brian, back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Ryder. The Nets making their last shot. On the take. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Collins so active around the rim.
Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Ryder. Back to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
And here's Okongwu. Knocked away. DiVincenzo with the steal. Knocks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Well, good luck catching Dante DiVincenzo on the fast break. He is quick.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA, Stan?
Well, look, B.A., skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Christie. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Christie's got his first basket.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Right side, DiVincenzo. And that one is stuffed right through.
Look, DiVincenzo relishes the chance to punish the defense. He likes to shake them up with the slam.
Here's Cousins. Back to quickly. Oh, Jordan with the block. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
Cousins down low, still without a bucket. The 3, and it's Jordan with the rebound. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Williamson comes with a double team. To the paint. Jordan with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Some room here for Cousins. Gets an open look and hits it.
With good timing and a sound jump shot, Cousins is able to convert catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Left side, DiVincenzo. Pass to Jordan. Here's Ryder. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Well, there's nothing you can do when Zion is at the rim like that. Impossible to move him.
Here's DiVincenzo. And so it's Chicago, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Henderson, right side. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Good. You two players.
Jump ball.
Pippen with it. Anthony on the double. Pass to Robinson. Pippen right side. Off target at the rim. Nets trail by 11. Now here's Caruso. Oh, from deep. Goes back up. Anthony with a bucket.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
Chicago leading by 12. Left side Murray. Inside. Zubac. Kicks it out to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby on the wing. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Next ball. Now into the lineup for your next. Number 17.
Henderson, right side. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Pippen outside. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. And Pippen. And he jams it home with authority.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's a Chicago. Chicago with a rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10 rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
And stolen by Caruso. Here's Henderson. And that one drops for him. Henderson's got 10 points in the game.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
First team foul.
Pippen outside. Pass to Zubac. And the bucket is good.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night here. And Zubac's no good on that one. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008. That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the Bulls, with 1 playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Stan.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find the path back to relevance?
Here's Caruso. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, just a great guy to have in the rotation. Caruso gives you effort, he gives you shooting, and the ball rarely sticks in his hands. He keeps it moving.
Now here's Pippen. He's got 6. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. And a Kongwu with the block.
Timed it just right. A Kongwu with a great block.
Just great work cashing pushing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Murray. Clock at 6. Back to Anunoby. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Anunoby's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Back to Cousins. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Cousins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Pass to Robinson. Chicago passing it around. Here's Pippen. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Oh, yeah. Caruso has major spring to his game.
Pippen outside. Outside Anunoby. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Cousins.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Henderson. 10 points for him. Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
Anthony on the double. Back to Pippen. To the inside. Here's Zubats. And he gets it to go.
Assisted by
8 points for Ivica Zubats.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Murray. Following the 3 by Brooklyn. Outside Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 9-point game. Great D that time from Murray. Pippen right side. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a nice...
54.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Send it over to Allie Force.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Chicago leading by 9. Here's Ryder. Collins outside. Here's Ryder. Over quickly. Rebounded by Champagnie. Williamson inside. Champagnie shot is off.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Yeah, sharp feed by Collins. His coaches want more of that from him.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Chicago making their last shot.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Ryder following the bucket by the Nets. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Christie. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long chase.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Bane. And he gets the bucket. Bane's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And so here is Chicago, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Outside Bane. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Bane's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Outside Johnson. Kicks it out to Williamson. Picked by Williamson. Quickly with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. And the three-pointer goes. Champagne's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 minutes have come from way beyond the arc.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Bulls.
Here's Williamson. Oh, Williamson with the throwdown.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. And an intentional foul right there. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Brooklyn. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Up top, Bane. Pass to Pippen. Clock at 4. Shoots over Caruso. Got a piece of it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 5. Here's Henderson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Key points from Henderson. Stepping up. Scoop, young man, scoop.
Pass to Zubac. And they double up Murray. Puts up the tray. The free ball is down.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Now here's Pippen. Oh, he jammed it.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Now Okongwu. From downtown. Zubac pulls it down.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Now Murray. Pippen outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Nets trail by 8. Now Henderson. Okongwu outside. Outside Henderson. Oh, off target from downtown. Pippen outside. Here's Murray. Pippen outside. On the wing, Murray. Murray doing tough work inside.
Yeah, look, sometimes guys rush those late shots. Love the composure there from Murray.
Zubac pulls it down. And so Murray will bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Bulls.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And propelling them to a solid win. It was a night of big plays for Ivica Zubac.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often, that's the difference.
6 to shoot. Outside Zubac. One-handed jam, rocking the rim.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Pippen. Murray fires. Zubac. And he slams it down. And so Chicago takes the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to play.